I love the river tank, and it's crazy to think that it's already been set up for over 200 days. Although it still isn't perfect. So in this video I thought it would be a cool idea to show you guys how I maintain this tank, as well as add some new plants and some new fish. But before we get to all of that, let's first recap how we got here. Overall, the tank is looking great, but I'm having a couple of issues with it. So first of all, we just need to do general maintenance. There's some algae on the glass, no biggie, we can get that off real easy. But I noticed we also have a little bit of blackbeard algae on this crypt up front here. And I'm just gonna go in there, no mercy, and just trim the plant down. All of the infected leaves just have to go. I think that's for now the easiest way to prevent it from spreading. It's only on this single plant, so it should be easy enough to get rid of it. So what we just did wasn't really hard at all. We just cut down some leaves from one plant, replanted the Hillstream from back there to over here where it was originally placed. Now it looks better there. I think I'm just gonna leave it there. We now need to scoop out all of the leaves floating along the surface. Yes, we're doing pretty great. Now next thing I want to address, this Anubias. As you can tell, there's some algae on there. Now it's not too bad, but can we rub it off with our fingers? No, not really. I can't really rub it off. Hey, there's a nice shrimpy over there. Oh, he's just out of frame. That's too bad. Let's rip a few of the most affected leaves off. Alright, quick break from the riverscape, because I really want to show you guys my frogs. They're in this paludarium. We made this a while ago, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love these frogs. They're becoming nice, big, fat frogs, and some of them are even starting to color up. Now we got a couple of them over here that are still very brown, but if you look at the back of their necks, you can see that there is a nice bright spot starting to form. And then some of the bigger ones, like this one over here, that's just completely turned green, and I love to see it, man. They are beautiful, they are so funny, and you know what? Let's feed them. So on today's menu we have some mealworms. So let's just put a couple of these guys in there like that. And that should attract some of the frogs. Oh yeah, over on the other end. They're going there. Oh yeah, there they are. Oh, and over on the first spot, there's one as well. By the way, I'm right in the middle of making their next tank. It's gonna take a little while longer before it's finished, so if you don't want to miss that, definitely make sure you subscribe. Now let's get on with the riverscape. Now I do want to have some algae in here because we have Hillstream loach in here, we have amano shrimp and cherry shrimp in here, all of which would really love to snack on the algae. So we're not going to get rid of everything because they like to snack on it. And talking about those animals, they're all doing pretty fine. Let's find some. Here's a Hillstream loach. They're doing absolutely fine. There's another one back there. And let's see if we can find some of their babies, because those are doing really fine as well. There's one on that rock, that small rock. Let's see if the camera will focus on it. So as you can tell, they're also doing fine. They're growing really nicely. They're about the size of the cherry shrimp back there. The cherry shrimp, I'm not sure what's up with them. They're looking healthy. They're doing fine as far as I can tell. But for some reason their numbers have declined. I absolutely have no idea why the cherry shrimp numbers are declining. The water parameters are fine. There's nothing wrong with the tank as far as I can tell. But I do know why their numbers aren't rising. And that's because I believe that the 5 cherry shrimp I've left in here are all males. So that's gonna make it pretty hard to get those numbers up. So I should probably get a few more cherry shrimp soon, and then the population can become a lot healthier again. Okay, first off will be this Novelli, which is the same as this plant and this plant. And I think I might put it there, or maybe there, or maybe... I think here I want the Lotus, so I'm gonna put this one. Move a bit, little Hillstream boy. I'm gonna put this one over there. Yeah, that's gonna need some time to acclimate, but it's gonna work, I think. Here I have some Venti green that I'll put there. That looks good to me. Then also one over there. Looks good as well. And then, well, let's put one right in between them, in the middle there. That's fine. Hopefully those will grow as big as this, and then we'll have a nice bush over here. Can you see this corner over here? Barely. That's better. Then next up I'll move this one. I don't know where to yet, but I'll move it over there for now. And I'll get this one that's kind of big and move it to, like, say over here. And we can just press the roots down like that. That's fine. And then I'll grab my new one that's like this big. Okay, and the final step here would be to add the Lotus. Okay, yeah, I like where this is going. Obviously everything has to grow in, but yeah, I like it. I like it. Okay, now it is finally time to start cleaning the glass. Now usually I'm not a big fan of these magnet cleaners because they have the tendency to grab some gravel from the bottom once you come too close, and then when you move back up they can scratch the glass. So that's not what we want. But for this tank with this small opening up top and the brace along the front here, it's really hard to get in there with a knife to clean everything off. So for this tank it's just gonna be the magnet cleaner. And you know, if you make sure you clean everything up here before you get to anything at the bottom, then the scratches will be isolated to just the bottom. If you get scratches, that is. Looks good, looks good. Next up is water change time. Now if you're wondering if this wood and this wood after 200 days will still release tannins, and there's your answer. Sure, there's tannins in there, not a whole lot, but it definitely has a slight tint to it. Alright, Alright, so the river tank is now completely clean. We added some new plants. It's looking lovely. So now we can add some new fish. And I got some fish in here. This is my quarantine tank. And in here I keep a couple of Pandagara, which we're gonna add to the river tank now. Originally, I bought the Pandagara to go in the ropefish tank because I saw some people that made that combination and I thought it looked really good. Now I did put one Pandagara in there already to test things out, and the ropefish, they swallowed it whole. So that's not gonna work. These Pandagara aren't full grown yet, so maybe once they're full grown we can move them over to the ropefish tank. But for now I'm thinking, nah, let's not risk it with more Pandagara. Let's add them all to the river tank. And then we're gonna get another fish for the ropefish tank somewhere down the line. Now, the Pandagara aren't everything that's in this tank. We also got a few Corridoras. Now these were gifted to me and I don't really have a clear plan on what to do with them yet. At first I thought they could go into the ropefish tank, but after the ropefish ate a Pandagara, I'm not too sure if they're gonna leave the Corridoras alone. So yeah, I'm not too sure yet what I'm gonna do with the Corridoras. I might add them to the Peacock Gudgeon tank, I might add them to the frog tank, but all in all, I'm not sure yet. Let me know your suggestions down in the comments. Maybe a whole new tank, maybe one of the other tanks, or maybe also the river tank, but nah, I think it will be too much in the river tank. But let me know what you guys think. And then without any further ado, I think it's time to catch some Pandagara out of this thing. Damn, they're so fast and so good at hiding. Yes, we got one. Oh, yes. Number 2, that's great. Oh my god, yes. We got him. 4 out of 4. We got them. And the tank is now a mess. And there you go, an updated look at the river tank. Now I absolutely love this tank. I think the Pandagaras are a great addition to this tank. I love the red tiger lotus in there. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you like this tank as much as I do? Do you think we should maybe get more shrimp? Let me know down in the comments. And if you're hungry for more content, I recommend you watch this video next to get the full story of my spotted turtle. I'll see you there.